little fishes as they swim about. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. When the sunlight shines upon them and their colors begin to glow, I am drawn into a world where my heart longs to go. I imagine scenes of beauty and feel the warmth of love. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. I have traveled the world over, but never found a peace that comes from watching my fishes as they swim about their home. My heart is happy and I am content to sit and watch them swim. I will not be alone while these fishies are in my home. When the sunlight shines upon them and their colors begin to glow, I am drawn into a world where my heart longs to go. I imagine scenes of beauty and feel the warmth of love. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home.
How are you, everyone? Happy to see you. Happy to see you. Hey, Dina.
Hey, Father Fish, how's it going?
We're good. How are you?
Doing good. Can't complain.
Nice.
Father.
Yeah, we gotta shut that off.
Yeah.
We gotta play. If you want to play it, that I'm having a problem here.
What's going on?
Well, what's it called when a video stops and the little
Buffering.
circle? What's
Buffering.
it called?
Buffering.
Buffering. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I've had it happen twice here.
Ooh, that's not good. That doesn't make sense because that new computer's fast. Unless it's the internet.
Super fast. Yeah. So why should anything be buffering?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense why it would be.
Anyway, that's what. Let's see, let me get over here and see who's here, Jordan. I thought I did something wrong. Jordan said, no, it wasn't you, Jordan. Yeah, I buffered twice. I did it when I jumped onto the frame in the song. It buffered for about 5 seconds. And then it just happened when I tried to go into the song that was coming up, the second one. So I just cut it off.
Yeah, that's strange. It makes me wonder.
Yeah, and Jordan thought it was his fault.
I was thinking it was on my end. I've just been having horrible technology problems today, and I'm like, okay, now it's going to do it on the live. So I thought it was on my end too.
No, I'm sure it was me. What is this? Jordan is into what? Are Indian gobies freshwater? Oh, they're brackish. They're brackish. There are a lot of things that are like that go from salt to brackish.
Yeah, there are.
What is going on? Oh, I know. All right.
Was
What I
the
need
freezing
is
just on my end, or did it freeze on your end too?
what?
Yeah, the whole video feed just froze for me for a second. I wasn't sure if it was on my end or your end or what was happening.
I don't think it happened here, but I
Yes.
don't really know. I'm at a loss. So I got this fancy new computer. Oh, I wanted to show it to Dean. Let me show
Yeah.
it to you. Since he's a big gamer.
Oh yeah,
Friend
he's
of
gonna
mine.
love it.
Oh God, I gotta get up and do this. A friend of mine sent me a new computer,
Hmm.
and I don't know what's it called. I can't read anything.
Yeah, Dean's gonna love that monster.
What is that? What is that saying? I can't read that.
Um, I I buy power. I think it's I buy power. Now I can see it. It's clear.
Okay, that's what it is.
Nice.
There's the side of it. So it's
I
a
love the lights.
that cool
Yeah.
gamer, and here's my new keyboard.
Oh, I love the keyboard. I love how it lights up.
Yeah, it's hardwired. I'm used to using radio, but
Yeah.
that's all wireless. But that's all right.
That's a cool keyboard though.
Yeah, the mouse lights up too.
Oh, and Dean said that is nice. He likes that computer. He says that he loves the iBuyPower computers.
It's a very high powered. It's
Yeah.
got a two terabyte hard drive, and I
Wow.
think that's only one of two hard drives. It's gangbusters. I don't remember everything you told me about it, but it's gangbusters.
That's for
A
sure.
real gamer computer. So now I guess I gotta become a gamer. I hate gaming. I'm not good at PvP at
Yeah.
all because I don't have any reflexes.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't have any dexterity reflexes.
Yeah, Mom's got a monster computer. She loves to do EverQuest. It's where you just go out and kill monsters, and it's a
Yeah,
never-ending game.
I've done that. That's kind of
Yeah.
fun. I did one. I can't remember what it was called. Came out like 15, 20 years ago, something.
Yeah, it's probably
And
the same one.
I did that. You could be. I did. It was called Quest. As a
Mhm.
matter of fact, yeah, it was the first Quest. And that was fun. I got into it for a couple of months, and then it just it was taking up too much of my life.
Yeah.
That's my problem with them. They take up too much life.
It's easy to get sucked
Kind of
into them.
that. I tend to scroll. I scroll YouTube a lot, but I do it mainly. I do a lot of current affairs stuff.
Mhm.
I'm kind of big on current affairs. Want to know what I want to know what the big people are doing.
Right?
The people who got all the money and power.
That's it. Yeah, I do a lot of scrolling, mainly your videos and FishTube and which just strange
Yeah.
stuff that ends up popping up that I end up clicking on that's clickbait.
Who? What is?
Just strange stuff that'll come up that'll be
Oh
clickbait.
yeah, right. Oh, let's see. I did post the link, so we're doing show and tell tonight. So y'all are welcome to come up and show off your tank. Charlotte is from South Florida.
Oh, cool.
We're in South Florida, Charlotte. Let's see. You know what I was thinking we need to do? I'm going to do a deal here.
Mhm.
I'm going to do a deal. Let's get this up. Okay. Aqua Preta. Let me get over to Aqua Preta. We're going to do a deal on Aqua Preta for the duration of tonight's program.
Cool.
We're going to do Aqua Preta, which go into products and get Aqua Preta. There it is. Okay. 1055 soil 29 AAA deal father fish. Where is it? Stem plant sword. This is weird. I can't find it. Oh, here it is.
Oh, good.
Okay, Aqua Preta. It's the AAA father fish Aqua Preta to treat 100 gallons. Mm-hmm. This is not the combined soil. This is the additive, the supplement. Normally sells for $29.95. For the next 2 hours, it's going to be on sale for $19.95.
That's a good deal.
$10 off. Get it up here. Let's see what we can get it to do. Come on. All right. $19.95. Save. Product saved. Okay. There it is. Post a link to the store.
Oh, absolutely.
And for the next 2 hours, Aqua Preta will be on sale for only $19.95. And that's enough supplement to do 100 gallons of soil. Mm-hmm. In other words, if you mix up enough soil for 100 gallons worth of tanks, like 10-gallon tanks, it'll be enough to be able to provide supplement in a full formula amount for every one of those tanks. So it's a hot deal tonight. Let's see, let's do this. Let me make a banner. And edit banner. Aqua Preta, AQUA Preta. On sale till 8 p.m. Well, I shouldn't say that. Till end of show.
That sounds like a plan.
$19.95. That is a 33%. What's the percent discount? Okay. Save. Show. There we go.
Awesome.
Aqua Preta on sale till end of show, just $19.95 or 33% discount. There you go. So this is something that you can put on your shelf. It will keep indefinitely for years and years. It has very few. The only active ingredient in it is the fungus, and the fungus will live indefinitely. So it's good forever. and put it in. You can put it in the deep freeze. You can put it in your refrigerator. You can put it on the shelf. And if you go back to it 5 years from now, it'll still be every bit as effective as it will be the first day you use it.
DX9R wants to know, is that plus shipping or shipping included?
That is plus shipping, $10 shipping. So you might want to get a few other things, some plants maybe. There are a lot of other things. If you need a good fish net, I have sponge filters. I have heaters. Got all kinds of equipment. So it's a chance to get some other things and get a deal. The roseline barbs live in fast water. Yes, they do. Aaron Davis just got some and I shipped it today. Aaron Davis. Well, this is a show special. I ought to do something for him actually. Let's see if we can find him. Aaron Davis. Is that what it was?
Yep, Aaron Davis.
All right, let me do something here. See if I can do this. Orders. See if I can find it. Shipped it today, did I?
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. ARON, what is it? I've lost him. Oh, there's AARON. Let's see if he's listed that way. Aaron Davis. Aaron Davis, right there.
Oh, awesome. Found him.
Other fish. Aqua Preta, there it is. I got his order. Let's see.
Awesome.
Let's see if I can do something for you, Aaron. Aaron, I'm gonna refund you $10. How's that?
That sounds good.
There it is. Done. Done.
DX9R asked a question that I have no experience with. I've never used a brine shrimp incubator before. But he was wanting my thoughts on it, and I thought maybe you could give your thoughts instead, because I have not tried to hatch brine shrimp yet. I usually go with Daphnia and Scuds.
Best water, where is it? ZZ, spring water is not the best water for aquarium. Drinking water, or the water right out of your tap. The very best water is the water in your tap. The water that you have coming into your house is the very best water to use, because it is the water that is absolutely consistent, that you can duplicate every time you turn on the faucet. Mm-hmm. It's water that never changes. Now, if you really feel the need to buy water, then do not buy spring water, buy drinking water. The difference is you want water that has minerals in it, in particular carbonates. Mm-hmm. Spring water is like rainwater or distilled water or RO water. It is pure water with no minerals in it, which means it will become acidic very quickly. So it is dangerous to use as your sole source of water for a fish tank, because it will become acidic. Mm-hmm. It has no carbonates, which are what prevents Um, shipping is available for United Kingdom, but only limited products. We have a supplier in the UK. If you will go to, tell you what, mention if you want to buy this and you're in the UK, contact the UK supplier and mention this deal, and I will send that supplier the discount. So they won't get hurt by it, but I'll cover it. So if you're in the UK, tell your supplier about it. If you're buying it, and I will tell her that that I suggested I will refund the discount, and I will be sure to do that.
Sounds good.
And I'll do that for Canada as well. House of Pisces says one of his tanks crashed. Yeah, I do want to see it. I do, because I'm a pro at crashed tanks. I've crashed more tanks than you've ever had. I know all about crashed tanks. All right, where else are we? Awesome Aquarium Flat. What is that? Oh, never mind. Doom Pie is here. How long can I keep the soil or supplement fresh? It does not spoil, neither one. You can keep them fresh, keep them. What I would do is put them in a refrigerator or a cool place like a root cellar, or in, I leave it in the bag, freezer, refrigerator, root cellar, basement, where it'll just stay cool. And it will keep indefinitely. You could certainly keep it for years. Philip Dovan. Let's give Philip a wrench. And then see what he's got to say. Where'd he go? He says, good morning. I'm here from the Philippines, just planning to make a natural tank. And can you guide me? What fish do I start with in the Philippines? I would go out in the local ditches and ponds and creeks and collect fish for your tank. And while you're out there, collect some leaf mulch, collect water, collect sand, collect everything you can bring back and build your tank with that. Build it with 100% natural material that you have collected from a creek, a stream, some flowing body of flowing water. Get a little mud, get some sand, get some plants, water, yes, even the water. Everything. Well, I took 2 shots earlier, and they haven't started to work yet.
That's not good.
Yeah, well, it takes time.
Yeah.
Oh, Green Neon Tetra is #1. They are one of my absolute favorites, Mike. The Green Neon is wild caught. They're not being bred in captivity. Wow. They're wild caught fish. They're very inexpensive. They're extremely hardy. They're not coming in with any diseases. Because they're wild caught, they're disease free. Seems odd to say that, but it's true. They're wild caught, they're kept wild, they're brought in quickly enough that they are not in starvation mode when they get in. It's all about transportation. They're caught, they're brought into the shipper in Peru. They are they're fed, they're put in new water, they're bagged, they're shipped, they hit Florida or New York or Los Angeles or Seattle, I think. There are also some big wholesalers in Texas. So they're shipped out in this country to 3 or 4 different locations. They get there in one day. They're set up and they're moved out so that by the time you get a fish, if it's come into your local store and you buy it a week later, it's been out of its native habitat less than 2, maximum 3 weeks. And they're doing so well with them. I've had batches of them for the last 10 years, 100 batches easily.
Wow.
I've never lost one single fish.
And that's a very hardy fish.
It's extremely so. I've got a bunch of them right now. And they look, for all the world, they look like a neon or a cardinal. They're a little smaller. Just wonderful fish.
Yeah, I've got a small school of them. Have you ever had them to breed yet? Or are they just one that won't breed?
I really haven't tried. You know, I get them, they're in and they're out so quick. This is really the first time that I've had tanks set up that I have the potential to be able to get some breeding going on. So I'm really excited about that. What is aqua preta? Constantine wants to know. It is, well, that's what's up on the picture right now. It is a supplement that goes in the soil that adds primarily minerals and some biochemical materials that provide for the soil to be sustainable for, we estimate, up to 5 years. Long enough for the mineral content in the soil to be able to completely cycle through all of its life phases, through the plants and the fish and the microbes and back into the soil to the plants. So it prevents the soil from depleting, which was one of the primary concerns that my mind just went blank. One of the primary concerns of the early efforts at creating natural tanks. Dina Wallstead, in her book from the 1999, said that there were 2 major problems with a dirted tank. One is that the soil leached into the water column, creating algae problems and other kinds of problems. And the other is that in part because of that, but also because the plants used up the nutrients in the soil depleted in about a year, even if it were not leaching. So we have solved both of those problems. We've solved the one problem by capping the soil with sand so that the water does not flush it out as it does with gravel. And number 2, we have added supplements, mineral and biochemical supplements, to the soil in order to prevent it from depleting from the normal plant growth. There are enough nutrients in that soil to be able to maintain the biochemical and mineral content of the soil adequate to grow plants for up to 5 years, and truthfully, probably longer. But we estimate that in 5 years, that tank will cycle, and the chemicals and minerals that the plant is using today, in 5 years, it will be using all over again, because it will have gone through the entire life cycle of the tank. So, hope that explains.
Yeah, I think
Angel Luckamond is from Scotland.
Oh, wow. That's cool. Just a reminder, guys, it is show and tell tonight if you want to come up and show your tank.
Get water from the river. It's fresh water. I would need to do a bit of a tank change. Yeah, absolutely. Wild water is the very best water you can use. If you have a creek running through your property, you're foolish not to use that water in your fish tanks. There can be no better water.
Yeah, nature definitely knows best on it.
Mike, I have blue-green algae. I'll let it grow, and if it gets too dominant, I remove some. But I've never had a fish die in the tank with it. So why is it so feared? I don't get it. I think it's feared for the same reason that plants are feared. The people who don't like algae also are afraid of plants. And if you talk to them about it, they'll say, I've tried plants, and every time I've tried, they've died. Yep. Which is why, of course, they have blue-green algae, because they don't have plants.
Yeah.
It's a lack of ability to be able to overcome, a lack of knowledge, not ability. A lack of knowledge to be able to overcome the limitations that are placed on the hobbyists by the nature of the system they have created.
That's it.
So if you create a natural system of the type we're describing, or any variation thereof, I'm certainly not opposed to the Wallstead system. It's a perfectly effective system. I think mine's better, but I'm prejudiced.
Me too. I'm biased too.
I'll admit it, right? And I'm sure Diane is just as biased as I am, probably more so. She has more right to be. But, the bottom line is any attempt to create a natural aquarium is going to have good results. It just will, because it's natural, because it's closer to what works than to what does not work.
Absolutely.
And what does not work is a sterile environment that simply does not work anywhere on earth under any conditions. I'm constantly amazed at the arrogance of people who say nature doesn't work in a fish tank. Well, what exactly does?
Right.
The laws of nature function in a thimble of water as well as in an ocean. The laws of nature are the laws of nature. That's what they are. They're laws. They are true in every case, in every instance, in every circumstance, in every situation, in every moment.
Mm-hmm.
They are never not true. Never. As in never. As in they are always true in every single circumstance. The laws of nature are universal. We cannot exclude our fish tank from universal law. That's
Right.
stupid.
That it is.
It's stupid. It's dumb.
It is.
Okay, here's the lesson for those of you who need a lesson. We cannot exclude the human condition from the laws of nature. What do I mean by that? Very simply, that if there are efforts to separate human beings, human life, from the nature system, those forces, those regulatory bodies, those agencies are satanic. They are destructive. They are evil. They must be put down. They must be ended. And I put it to you that those are the forces that are at work to such a degree that there are right now efforts being made in the United Nations to grant the right to industry to control the quality of the air we breathe and the water we drink and the soil in which we grow our crops. And the laws that provide for that give those individual corporations the authority to control those elements, to control their use, to control their application, which puts government in control of the air we breathe, the water we drink, the soil in which we grow our food. That is not the business of government.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But how do they even plan to do that? Because on a global level, that's
God,
huge.
well, it's, that who knows how they intend to do it. All they have to do is pass laws. They don't have to actually do it. They cannot, in fact, actually do it. What they can do is be punitive about it as they apply it. And that's the whole issue, to control, to provide authority and control the population such that they control how much of nature we are allowed to share in.
Wow.
There's been a plan in the works for over 30 years to move the human race into enclaves, into small enclosed cities that will take up no more than 1% of the Earth's surface. These are already on the books. They're already in place. Efforts are being made constantly to implement this, to bring human beings into enclaves in which they will not be permitted to step outside that enclave.
Wow.
You will no longer be able to walk in the woods. You will no longer be able to sail on the sea. You will no longer be able to walk down a road at night and listen to the birds and look at the stars.
That's pure evil.
That will be against the law. And those laws are on the books.
Wow.
And efforts are being made to achieve it. That is the dire circumstance in which the human race finds itself. We are guided and controlled by powers that are so deeply evil and so deeply corrupt in their intent that they seek our death. That's why the Natural Aquarium is so critical, because it puts us back in touch with our essence, with Mother Nature, with the source of life and existence. Here's the prodigious.
Oh my gosh. Hey guys.
There you go.
Hey,
So I just wanted to show you how it's going. This is how much light I got going in here.
wonderful.
That looks good.
And
There you go.
I mean that's how it grew.
Let's see
Looks
if I can
good.
get. There
Got
we
it.
go.
Yeah. Actually I've been following your tips. I didn't put leaves in the tank, but I used that the jar with the leaf water.
Yeah,
And I see the little white dots everywhere, so I know it's working.
wonderful. That looks great. Yeah.
I don't know if you guys could see him back here. This is I bought some shrimp and they all ended up coming out like this after they hit my tank.
They all died?
Yeah.
Aw.
I wonder why.
They are ghost shrimp and they were selling them for like 3 for $1. So I don't know if maybe that they already knew they were sick or something.
Yeah, they probably were in bad shape to begin with.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
They tricked me.
Well, you need to go to a bait shop. Get some from a bait shop.
Okay.
They'll
Yeah,
be
'cause,
healthier,
my
probably.
girlfriend was sad when she seen them this morning.
Oh dear. Push them
Oh
down.
man, now that I'm looking at it on the camera.
Push them down into the sand.
Okay.
It'll
For
provide,
the plant?
yeah, for the plants, right.
Okay.
Oh, about an inch down.
Oh, okay. Not too far. I just don't want to disturb the soil on the bottom.
No, you won't. It's about 1 inch.
Okay.
Good job.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
All right, guys. Well, I'll see you later.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
Bye for now. Okay, NC is here. Let's get NC.
Cool.
Yippee! I'm back.
Hey,
Hey
NC.
guys.
There you are.
So the mission was complete. The stream reached 40 likes, so I'm on. Yay.
Awesome.
A lot of big updates here. But Father Fish, your order has been shipped out,
Okay.
and they are heading to Maryland right now.
Wonderful.
Cool.
Look
So
forward
my
to it.
fish will be in your store in no time, and
That's
anyone
awesome.
near Maryland can buy my fish in this
There you go.
fish room.
All right.
Well, Father Fish, just a question. What is like the bag you use? What kind of bag is that?
Well, they're made in Florida. I get them from an organization called the Florida Fish Farmers Association. It's a cooperative of fish farmers.
Okay.
You need to be a member to get them.
Because they're really good bags.
Yes, they really
They
are.
are.
They're 2 mil bags, if that means anything.
Do you think you can sell them on your store?
Yeah, I can and I will. I did mention I'll put them up. I need to do that.
Yep. So I just have a bag right here, and can you correct me if I'm doing it right when I'm bagging a fish? Is that okay?
Sure, go ahead and show me.
So like I get as much air. I'm not gonna rubber band it, but I get as much air as I'm only doing this with. Maybe I can set it down somewhere.
Yeah, hold on 1 second. I'm going to go get a bag and I'll show you how I do it. We'll compare.
Yeah, that'd be great.
No, right back. Hold on.
Well, in the
Yeah, that'd
meantime,
be-
Dina, you want to see my tanks?
Oh, absolutely, NC.
So in here, sorry, Father Fish, but the show must go on for now.
That's
We
cute.
got the green dragon plecos.
Oh, awesome.
Got these. I decided not to sell them because one of them was sick, so I had to quarantine them. But their back is new. I did absolutely nothing. Absolutely no chemicals.
Awesome.
Just raise the temperature and get out the ick.
Okay,
that's
show me what you're doing.
Okay, so I'm gonna place it on top of one of my tanks. Hopefully this doesn't fall into the tank. Hold on. Crap. It almost fell.
You mean your camera, right?
So I get this. I get as much air in there and it'll just grab. And
Okay,
it's kind of hard. But what I do is I just grab the air and then just start twisting.
okay, that's the idea. Let me
And
show
then you
you.
get this.
Yeah, let me show you how I do that.
Mm-hmm.
So I hold the bag open
Mm-hmm.
and I pinch together the top,
Mm-hmm.
and then I pinch it like that and pull it through my pinched fingers until it gets tight, and then I twist.
Ah.
Okay, and I twist it until it's tight. Then I fold it over and I put a rubber band on. The way I do the rubber band is I put it over it and then I loop it around one time. I twist it 2 or 3 times and then put the loop back over the top of it.
Okay, yep. Thank you so much.
Okay, it's pretty simple.
But with your bags, it's so tall. There's so much air. I can just capture
That's
it.
right. Yeah.
And that's what I want is
Yeah,
a
if
big.
you will take the top rather than grab it, hold it open at the top, wide open, and then and if you set it down, it'll be a little more open. You get a little more air in it, and then just pinch the top together.
Okay.
Okay, that way you're getting a maximum. You're getting the most air you can.
So like I just pinch it. I'm doing it with one hand, but
That's
I
right.
pinch it like this.
Exactly right. And then now take your other hand and grab the top of it from between where you're holding it and pull it through your fingers.
Yep.
And then when you get it down to as far as you can, twist it. Start twisting it. And twist it until it's tight.
There's no fish in here. Don't worry, guys.
You can twist the top of the bottom. Doesn't matter.
Oh my gosh! It almost fell into my tank.
Once it's tight, then fold it over. Fold the tail, the pigtail over. Pinch it and put a rubber band on it. And the way I do the rubber band is I put it around and then I make one loop, twist it, depending on the size of the rubber band, until it's tight, and then just flip it over one more time and you're done.
Oh. Another tip that from my experiences is I usually tape the little corners because plecos like to go in there and just get like smushed like that. Like they just get smushed and they die.
There are some tiny little critters that can get stuck in the corners, so it's not a bad idea to pinch that end and put a rubber band right on that
Oh,
tip.
that's
You
a good
certainly
idea.
can do that.
So as
I've never done it, but you certainly can do it.
okay, got it. So when the bags come available, can you like make a video or like, make them email me or something?
Oh, when I put them on, I'll get them in the store. I just got to
Okay.
remember to do it.
Okay, and you want me to do my tank tour thingy?
Sure.
So actually, remember that big albino?
Yep.
it died of old age.
Oh dear.
It was like 6, 7, 8 years old. I don't remember. It was probably 8. So one day I just woke up and it was just on the floor, and I tried looking at it, see if there's any like ick or anything on it, and there was nothing. It was just there.
Right.
Probably because of old age, right?
Yeah, probably.
Well, in here I rescaped the father fish tank, and I got this big crypt, and I have all the guidids in here. These are one of my favorite live bearers because of how rare and like wildly they look.
Well, that's interesting. Branton impulse seals the corners to make a square bottom. That's pretty cool.
So yeah, and then I also have a mother sword. It's
That's
just
a
a young
beautiful
mother
sword.
sword.
Yes.
It's really young. And yeah, I have a pre-filter, a sponge in there, and then the rocks I got from Cody, my good friend Cody. Now
nice.
down here we have a pleco group. I pulled all the albinos in the pleco group, put them in here, and then I shipped them out to you. So all the albinos are gone.
Nice.
Some more sherry shrimp and stuff. I gotta do a top off, and I have stem plants in there, so I gotta, plant them down. And then in here, I just have a pleco grow out with a few guppies in there. That just I was selling my whole guppy thing because I didn't even want any more like overpopulation. I just want to like focus on like rare life bearers.
Dude, you've got some really pretty ones. I'm gonna have to contact you once I get my tank set up. I didn't get to get them this
Yes.
weekend.
So yeah, and Father Fish, if you don't mind, can you do a video unboxing my package?
If I can, yeah.
Oh yeah, that would be awesome. Thank you so much. But yeah, that's basically the whole fish room. Everything's doing fine. Just a couple old age deaths, and it's kind of sad sometimes, waking up one morning and just, it
That
sucks.
happens, right.
Yeah, and he was a beauty, and I was trying to get a batch out of him, but Cody said he was like really, really old. So
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't think I could get. And the Daphnia culture is doing wonderful. You can see all the tiny little baby Daphnia in there.
Yeah, you can. That is cool.
How about that?
These guys haven't bred for me yet, but when they do, longfin green dragon plecos will be available.
That'd be awesome.
Sounds exciting. Thank you, NC.
Oh yeah, thank you, Father Fish.
You
It's a
bet.
pleasure to see everyone, and I love you all.
Love you.
I
Bye
love
for
you
now.
too.
Bye.
Bye.
Mercy.
Sounds like you've got something printing.
Yeah, apparently Brenda's here.
Awesome.
So her book is printing out again. She did something. She refuses to accept responsibility for it. Says it's a printer gremlin, but it's her book. She's a what's it? Reiki?
Reiki. I think it's pronounced Reiki.
Right. She's a Reiki master. So that's part of her system, her life system. Melody Moran. Thank you, NC. Mike's gonna go grab a bag. He wants to do it. Everybody's getting into the bag business here.
Yeah, Corinne needs to make a video on that because I've never seen anybody tie a bag like that. That's really cool.
Yeah, I need to do that, and I need to do my net technique too. That's a good idea for the video. I'll do some fish keeping techniques.
Yes, that'd be awesome.
I can do the food too. We've been
Yeah.
feeding a lot of shrimp. And what we do is we put it in the blender and we make a paste, shell, everything, just the raw shrimp. Put it in the blender, even with them out the head. You can get head on, so much better. Put them in, chop them up till it's a paste. Put it in the sandwich bag flat and freeze it. So it's like, I don't know, 3/8 of an inch thick or something. Less than half an inch thick. And then you just break off little pieces and throw it in the tank. And it's absolutely wonderful food. It's perfect fish food.
Mhm.
I
And
don't
that's
think there's really a better fish food for most fish than raw shrimp.
Mhm.
It is the basic food for virtually all animals in the sea. That's what whales eat.
Oh wow, I did not know that. As big as they are, I figured it'd been something
They eat
larger. Wow.
krill by the ton.
Well, yeah, krill is shrimp. Yeah.
Right. Great fish, not war. Amen to that. And Pisces says, stand, show, and say. Oh, stand, say it. Oh, there it is. Send so much love, it's like the 60s. Yeah, I don't know about that. I was around in the 60s. There was a lot of talk about love, but I don't think it was really love. I think
Yeah.
it was really sex.
That seems to be
I
what
think
the
that's
songs
what.
from that
I
era
don't
was
think it was
about.
really love. It was.
Yeah.
It was the sexual revolution.
Mhm.
It was not. It was not kumbaya.
Right?
It was. It was rolling in the hay.
Exactly. That's what I can gather from the music of that era.
David wants to join the stream. David, click on the link at the
Mhm.
top of the chat and then just follow the prompts and it'll bring you right in. Yeah, go ahead and put your website up and see. That's fine. N4279. How do I train my pea puffer to eat frozen bloodworms? He only likes things that are alive and move like snails. Well, it's a really simple thing to train fish to eat a certain thing.
Mhm.
It's really the simplest thing in the world.
Yeah, it is.
And the way you do it is you don't give them a choice.
Mhm.
If you want him to eat bloodworms, then don't give him anything other than bloodworms.
Mhm.
He will starve himself to death for about 2 minutes. He'll ignore them until he can't find a snail, and then he'll pick it up and spit it out, and he'll pick it up and spit it out, and he'll pick it up and swim around with it and spit it out. And when you get tired of watching him, he'll eat it.
Mhm.
And he'll do that 2 or 3 days in a row, and then he'll be all over him.
Right.
Just don't give him a choice.
Mhm.
I mean, that's the way it works in nature.
Yeah, it is.
Fish get used to eating a certain thing because that's what's available. And so long as that's available, that's what they eat. Fish are not very trustworthy when it comes
Right.
to food. Now, that's little fish. Big fish are different. Big fish have been around a while and they know how to taste things. They know how to take it in their mouth and figure it out and spit it out. And,
Mhm.
but little fish, they're not like that. little fish, it takes them a long time to figure out what's good. And that's what they eat. And usually it's what is most plentiful because that's what they try. They try what there is the most of. And they'll try it until they like it and eat it. And then that's all they'll eat until it's gone. And then they got to figure out something else they can eat. So this business about giving fish a variety flies in the face of their natural inclinations. They're not naturally inquisitive about food. Rather, it's the reverse. They get naturalized to a specific thing and can have a hard time breaking for that if there's even a little bit left around of what they're used to eating. It's only when it's gone that they're forced to try something else. Now, that doesn't always apply in an aquarium because it's kind of a rarefied environment with a wide variety, typically, of mouths and tastes and behaviors. But keep in mind that in the wild, fish don't swim around with other fish of other species very much at all. It almost never happens. We have fish in more compact communities in our aquariums than they exist in the wild. In the wild, a fish will be a loner typically, unless it is a school fish, a fish that swims with others. If it's not, it'll be by itself and it will find its own little safe haven and then may find itself looking for a mate or making friends with another member of its species.
Yeah.
Luna is here.
Hi.
Hi, Luna. Hello.
Hi. Hi, I'm from Australia and I have a few questions for you if you wouldn't mind answering my questions.
Not at all.
Cool. I have coolie loaches. If you know about coolie loaches, I don't
I
know if you can
certainly
see
do.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are so cute and lovely. But I've been having a bit of trouble with my coolies. Here's my tank. I have a galaxy sand substrate and only a few plants so far because I have natural light and the plants do die without enough light. So I've found some that do survive in low light. But so my question about the coolies is that they're always swimming very very rapidly, swimming up and down and side to side. I wonder if that's normal or not.
Now they're trying to escape.
Are they trying to escape?
Right.
Right.
So,
Oh.
what are you feeding them?
They eat small shrimps, so brine shrimps and the reddish colored shrimps, and they also like bloodworm.
Well, those are good foods. Okay.
They
So,
really enjoy them, yeah. And they eat snails. If they get live snails in the tank, they suck the snails out.
so you need to build a little pile of rocks for
Yeah.
them.
I have
Yeah.
some. I
Yeah,
have
yeah.
some meteorite stones here that I got from Paul's
Really?
aquariums.
That
How
is
neat
In
is
cool.
that?
Japan.
You
Yeah, so
need
they have a
to
little they have a
build
little
a
cave.
little hill.
Yeah, a little hill. Yeah. Okay. And they
They're
have
not going to use the tubes. They're too big.
yeah, they
They
like
need
to
something.
go right
Yeah,
they like to
they
go right down the bottom in that little
exactly
tiny.
right.
Yeah, they want to
Get
be
down in where they can hide.
yeah.
And if you will do that, they will spawn in there and they'll raise
Oh,
babies in there. And you'll wind up
nice.
with babies.
Oh, that would be lovely.
Yes. So
Oh.
build a little pile of small rocks, even pebbles. Small
Okay.
rocks are better.
Okay.
And use your bigger egg. Just use that as a base and build up more around it.
Yeah.
How many do you
Cool. I have 3 black coolies and 3 striped coolies.
Very good.
Yeah,
So
because
there's
they
a
love
pretty
being in
good
groups.
chance you've got a pair. Sounds good.
Yeah.
And you can get a few more. You can do a lot of them.
Yeah.
You could do more if you wanted to.
Yeah. It's quite a small tank. Here's the size of my hand.
Right.
So I'm managing with 6 right now. They do need more plants because I love your channel and I love your videos, how you have so many plants. So it's too sparse right now, I think, because a lot of them died. So I had to take them out.
We'll get a light or move it closer to a window.
Yeah. See, it's got the window just there, but it's not really hitting very well.
Not direct, not much direct light. Yeah.
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 Try to get a little more light. You
Yep.
can also
And
do things like ferns that
yep.
are
Oh,
light.
yep. Cool. I'll
Or
try and do that then. I'll
yeah,
try do that.
like Java fern.
Yeah, yeah. And I'll do your idea with the pebbles, making a pile of pebbles.
Right.
Yeah. I really like the meteorite stones, so I might find a whole stack of them.
That's pretty
Yeah, those are
amazing.
pretty.
They are so cool, hey.
Nice.
I love them. Yeah.
Nice.
I don't know if you can see them.
What's your name?
My name's Luna
Lucy.
online,
There you are. Okay, right.
but Lucy is my real name.
Lucy. Well, nice to meet you, Lucy.
Yeah, good to meet you too. And I'm
Thank
so happy I got to be on the stream. So thank you so much.
you. Well, you're very
Glad
welcome.
to have you.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye for now.
Bye.
See you.
Come on
Bye-bye.
back.
Definitely.
Alrighty.
I have to admit, I love coolie loaches, but I appreciate that tip because I didn't know how to get them to breed either. I've been trying
Right.
to.
Is it not good to eat bloodworms all the time? Is it not good to eat bloodworms all the time? It is not good to eat bloodworms all the time. It is good to eat bloodworms all the time. Fish do not need a varied diet. They need a diet of complete nutrition. And the way you get that is the way they get that is by eating other living food. If it is living food, it contains all of the elements needed for life. That's why live food is better than any kind of prepared food, because live food contains all of the elements needed to sustain life. Otherwise, it would not be alive. Right?
That's it.
Does this make sense to anyone?
It does to me. It makes perfect sense to me.
If you want your fish to live and to be healthy, feed them. Henry Hall, who was one of the great mentors, in fish keeping, he said the best food for fish is fish.
It makes
And
sense.
why would that be true? Because by eating fish, the fish is eating everything that a fish needs in order to remain a healthy fish. It doesn't need to eat what cows eat.
Right? Or what
Now,
we eat.
granted, cows don't eat cows.
Mm-hmm.
So the analogy does break down when you go up the ladder, up the order of animals. But when you're on the order of fish, you're not on a really high order of animals. You're on a relatively low order of animals. Now, of course, these are complex animals. We're not talking about amoeba here.
Right.
Amoeba don't eat other amoeba, but fish eat other fish. Birds don't eat other birds. Well, some do, don't they? Hawks eat other birds.
Mm-hmm.
There are carnivorous animals. All carnivorous animals eat other animals.
Mm-hmm.
The carnivorous do. The hoofed animals don't. The hoofed animals eat grass. They have to eat vast amounts of it in order to be able to derive the nutrient content that is put there by, dare I say it, the carnivorous animals' poop that fertilizes, and their own, not just carnivorous, their own, and the fertilized soil, the fertilized plants, the fertilized soil, fertilized by the waste from these bovines and other critters,
Mm-hmm.
is what causes the plants to grow. And by eating vast quantities of this,
Oh,
they're
my
able
computer
to
froze.
extract the nutrients they need. It is,
Oh, it froze.
yeah, it is not a very, well, it may be convenient. And it may be practical, but it is an all-consuming behavior.
Mm-hmm.
A ruminant spends 90% of their waking hours either eating or digesting.
Mm-hmm.
That's what their lives are taken up with. So it does not allow them enough time to build buildings, paint paintings,
Right.
and otherwise be creative geniuses.
Mm-hmm.
They're too busy eating to be able to do that. Now, I'm not here to put down vegetarianism. Far from it. But my vocational activities depend on a vegetarian. So but it is to say that if that an animal needs to be able to take into its body the essential elements that are needed for it to be able to sustain its life.
Mm-hmm.
And if those are dependent on a delivery system that is not of the same order as the life form itself, then it's going to need to ingest a much larger quantity in order to extract what it needs.
Yeah.
So here's the thing about fish. You can feed fish flake food,
Mm-hmm.
which is a minimum 50% filler. That is 50% of the material, and that's minimum 50%. The least amount that you can possibly get with flake food. The least amount of filler is 50%. The most is in the high 90s. There are foods, prepared foods that are on the market that contain 95+% filler of no food value at all. They simply are cheap and easy to throw in the mix in order to increase profit. And that's their sole value. Their sole purpose is to increase the value of the financial value of the item being sold, to increase the profitability, in other words. To buy a high quality prepared food, the most you can possibly get is about 51% protein. That means 51% of that food that you're feeding the fish has actual food value. The rest
That's
of
sad.
it is not. The rest of it is waste.
Wow.
It has
And
no food value.
And that's why it fouls the tank if you overfeed the flakes. You can put as much
And that's why
Daphnia
it's
in there if you want,
right.
and there's no
That's
problem.
exactly right. Yep. So the best food for fish is other living creatures that are in the same environment, preferably. One of the really interesting studies that was done a few years ago in the Amazon was studying the impact of birds falling in the water in terms of their food value to the fish. And they determined that it represented something on the order of 40% of the food value. 40% of the actual food that was being consumed by the fish in the Amazon
Wow.
was eating birds. Now, part of that is baby birds falling out of the nest and falling into the water and drowning.
Mm-hmm.
Part of it is water birds being captured by larger animals and consumed. There are a lot of ways in which birds get into the water. Birds can't swim typically. They hit the water and they're done. And once their wings get wet, they can't fly. So for birds that are not aquatic in nature, water is a danger. Water is a threat to their existence, and one that is sufficiently serious that the death of birds in water is so substantial it forms a large portion of the food intake of fish.
Wow. So I would never have thought about fish eating birds. Well, maybe piranha, but
Yeah, it's a
that's
substantial
amazing.
portion. It's a substantial portion of the food that's available to the fish. And it's not that they're even going out looking for it particularly. There are some fish that are able to do it. There's some fish that are able to catch a bird, like a water bird, that they can sneak up to it and grab it, pull it under. That fish like the tiger fish can do that. Arowana can do that. Arowana are famous for catching birds and drowning them. Alligators we think of immediately. There are other big birds, big fish that can do that, but little fish depend on it too. And that's because they're birds that drown in the water all the time.
That
Kind
makes
of
sense.
remarkable, isn't it?
It really is. I never really thought about it, but I always just figured they ate other fish or ate shrimp in the Amazon. I never thought about them
So what
eating
does that
birds.
mean to the fish keeper? Chicken.
Right?
Raw chicken
Mm-hmm.
is a very high quality fish food. And to tell you frankly, I could not tell you one name brand of fish food that has chicken in it. corn, but not chicken.
Right? I don't think fish are designed to eat corn.
Now,
Maybe I'm wrong, but
probably it's there because one of the products that fish food companies buy is the offal from processing plants.
mm-hmm,
The offal is the waste.
mm-hmm.
It's the waste product from processing plants, chicken processing, fish processing, beef, pork, all of the animals that are processed for food. There is a waste level like the feathers from the chicken factory have no food value.
Yeah.
Or the beaks for that matter. The
Mm-hmm.
feet are sometimes sold, though more often than not, they're not.
Yeah.
Depends on the culture.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of other cultures like the feet.
But there are other animals like the beef processing. There's not a lot about the pig, for example, that I've been to pig butcherings,
Mm-hmm.
and the only waste is the undigested food in the gut.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they process everything, including the squeal.
Wow, at least there's no waste.
There's no way.
So that's good.
But fish, there's a huge amount of waste in fish processing. The
Mhm.
scales are all waste. The gut is waste.
Mm-hmm.
The gills are waste. The head typically is waste. And that's packaged up, frozen, and sold
Mm-hmm.
to secondary users who use it primarily in the pet food industry, but also in the fertilizer industry. It's used by it is part of the processing system. It's used by any number of processors. So I'm sure there is chicken material, chicken offal in processed fish food. It's probably not listed as such. It may be listed purely as protein. It's not
Yeah.
going to be listed as chicken feathers,
Right?
but it likely is in there. So, let's talk about food tonight, strange stuff. How we doing here? Okay,
Good.
stem plant deal. Not stem plant, that's not, here it is. Aqua Preta. The supplement deal is available tonight only until 8 o'clock
Mm-hmm.
for $29.90 for $19.95. It's $10 off. Now you do need to pay shipping. That's $10. So if you're going to get this, it's a good opportunity to get a few other things. There are so many. You can even get freeze-dried candy. Brenda makes freeze-dried candy. And you can even get home homeopathic salves and ointments.
Yeah, she's got some amazing salves and ointments.
All natural ingredient homeopathic salves and ointments are available. There is a huge array of products available. My brother makes the most beautiful, amazing wood burning scenes that are available. There are fish scenes available. Just an amazing variety of products. Get over on the shop, take a look, see what we've got. It's a tad.
Are you okay?
Wow.
You doing okay?
I just had a jelly bean go down into my lung.
Oh, Ow.
Oh boy.
That's not good. That had
I
to hurt.
know. Where'd it go?
Ooh. Hey, the good thing is you got it out of your lung. That's the good thing.
Yeah, really.
Wow.
I don't even see it. I felt it come out. I don't know where it got to. Where'd it go? Oh. That's funny. I don't see it. Oh boy.
Hey, the main thing is you got it out. It doesn't matter where it goes as long as you're
Yeah,
okay.
I just would like to see it. I mean, it's not down there anymore. Oh, I have been chewing on it, and it was kind of flat and soft, and it just sort of slid down in there. Oh, probably in my shoe. Probably. Oh boy. Well, that was exciting.
Hey, I'm just glad that you was able to get it out instead of choking.
Yeah, that kind of ruined my evening.
Yeah, that was scary.
That is scary. Oh boy. Enough with the jelly beans.
Right? I think that's your son. No more jelly beans.
Yeah, really.
Hey, I'm gonna be right back. I need to run to the restroom real quick.
Yeah, don't talk with jelly beans in your mouth.
Right?
Thank you. Oh boy. Better. I think so. Lord, add to it. I'm sure it went in my shoe. Whew, I felt it come out. So I knew I got it.
And we'll go find the jelly beans now.
Yeah, I'm done with jelly beans, right? Oh, glory. All right, she's gone. 75 viewers, 50 likes. Hey, Stan, how's the Pisces? Too many worms means a puffy puffer. Luna, thanks for coming up. It was fun to have you. Meteorite. Well, it's just iron mostly. No, iron's good for plants, fish, everything. Nothing wrong with iron. Stan says he thinks a jelly bean is what got John. Wasn't a jelly bean. Wasn't a jelly bean. Wait. Oh, mercy. Sticking on the chin. Well, there could be too. Yeah, it could be on me somewhere. It was thin and sticky, so weird. Ugh. That's on. I thought it hit the floor, but maybe not. Glory. Glory. This chair, I wonder if I can get it up any higher. Maybe that's what's wrong. It keeps sliding down in it. Let's see if it'll. I can get it up. No.
Uh-oh. Did it break? It sounded like
Yeah,
it
I'm
broke.
just trying to see if I can get it up higher. I don't think I can. It's a really nice, comfortable chair. It's just a little bit too low for me. I keep sliding down in it.
You feeling better?
Yeah, I'm okay. I don't think it'll come up at all. No, it is what it is. Maybe if I put a pillow on it, I just gotta needs to be about 2 inches higher. We don't have a pillow.
Oh, we've got Mitch.
I got some pillows home. I'll bring a pillow.
One minute.
Yeah, I can put a blanket on it. Brenda's in the background here. She gonna put a blanket on my chair.
Hey, that'll work.
She's my mother. Mothering me all the time. Whoa. Oh, I think it's better.
Yep, that's up higher.
Yeah,
That'll work.
Yeah, that's better. I feel a little more elevated. I
Awesome.
get the mic up. Ugh.
And we've got Mitch ready to come up.
Oh dear. Cornwall says, hi Brenda, call me. Ian Barangasser, so the soil on sale, even if it's 100 gallon, can I use just some for 10? Of course. You can use it for 10 tens. You can use it for 100 ones. You can use it any way you please. But keep in mind, this is not the total soil. This is a supplement that goes in the soil. The formula for the soil is 2 parts peat moss, 1 part potting soil, 1 part compost. Now you can substitute all 3 of those for comparable items. So for the peat moss, for example, you can use coconut coir, or you can use leaf mulch. For the potting soil, let me get this straight now. For the potting soil, you can use garden soil. You can use forest soil. You can use any kind of soil material from anywhere. For the compost, you can use any kind of you need finished compost, not raw compost, has to be finished. You can use pond mud as an alternative to the finished compost. So any manner of substitute works. The supplement gets added to that at the rate of 10%. It's 411, and then what would it be? I don't know what the ratio is. The ratio is pretty small. 211. 211. What's the ratio? 1/8, I guess.
You think so?
Yeah, I guess 211. What?
We've got Mitch waiting to come up. I'm not sure how to bring him up.
Who?
Mitch. He's waiting in the
Oh, I got him. Hey, Mitch.
Hey.
Father Fish, how you doing? Hi, Dina.
Good. How are you?
Not bad, not bad. Glad to see that you're still breathing there. You scared us for a second.
That
Right.
was bizarre, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
I got a few 10 gallons here.
Oh my.
Nice tank.
I had
Certainly is.
it better than this one.
Explain what you got there.
We can barely hear you.
Basically, we got a.
We're not hearing you, Mitch.
You can't hear me?
Yeah, I think we lost your audio.
Uh-oh. Hold on a second.
Yeah, that's
Wait, come
try
back.
again.
Can you hear me?
A little bit, yeah. I think you just need to talk right into the mic.
Yeah. Well, the problem is I'm doing this on the laptop, so I'm not doing it.
No, we lost you. We're not getting you.
All right, one sec.
We got
Maybe let me grab some headphones and I'll come back.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good. I'm not the only one with technical problems tonight.
Right. Mercy.
Yep.
What else is going on here? Finger over mic, something like that. Sell the heater and sponge filter to buy more plants. Who is this? Oh, Lacavos K. Hello from Greece. That is moderator. Standard moderator. Got you, Lacavos. Eric Morengasser, who did that, need to get his wrench. We got everybody now?
I think so.
Wrong lung. Dune Pie says. Certainly was. Buttered popcorn jelly beans at Bass Pro. I don't think there's a Bass Pro near me. I think, let's see, Mitch is back. How we doing now?
Can't hear you.
Now we got no mic at all.
Killing me.
Yeah,
All right.
It was worth a try.
We can hear you now.
You can hear me? All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's do my best here.
But if you move away from the mic, we cannot hear you.
Understood. I'm not talking right now. So, and basically, it's just a simple, like, I don't know, about 2 inches of dirt, 1 inch of dirt, 2 inches of sand on top, and I mean, I just got a buildup of Java fern in that front right side with the, I don't know, I've included like some anubias. I can't remember. Got some anubias. I've got an Amazon here on that other side.
Right.
With, a lot of the tall indica. I just picked these ones up.
What kind of fish are in there?
I used to have a betta, but it died about a week ago. So I threw in some orange shrimp for now. And so basically it's a snail.
Yeah, your mic is in and out. We're not hearing you consistently.
Can you hear me better?
Yes.
So yeah. My betta died about a week ago, so I just threw in some shrimp for now, just to kind of keep something in there.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Well, I'm kind of waiting to figure out what I want to put in. So,
right.
Yeah. So anyway, this is probably my better tanks. I've got a tank right next to it where the pet shop that I got my fish from or plants from, they accidentally put a striped Raphael catfish in the bag. So I was like accidentally giving him a catfish. And he's in a 10-gallon right now. So I know it's probably not the best food for a Raphael. What are your thoughts on that? Should I get a bigger tank to work with it?
Yeah, you cut out.
Oh, you can't hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay. Well, what I'm saying is,
So there's the 10.
so this is the other 10 that I have, and I have a striped Raphael in there. But
okay.
So the thing is, my pet store. Do you think a 10-gallon is too small for the Raphael?
Can't hear you very well. Can you repeat that?
Yeah, so there's a Raphael in here, catfish.
Mm-hmm.
And basically my pet store accidentally gave it to me when I bought plants one time. And either way, so I don't know. Should I get a bigger tank for the Raphael? Because is a 10-gallon too small for that type of fish?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. So
I think it's okay. We're really losing your audio, Mitch.
Okay.
We're not. We're not
And
able to understand what you're talking about.
yeah, when it's facing towards you, we can hear you fine. But for some
I think
reason,
you need to swallow the mic.
Understood.
still can't
No,
hear you.
can't hear you.
I could hear a little bit, and then it cut out. I could hear Kenya, and it cut out.
Okay.
Right now,
So,
I can hear you. I can hear you good now.
okay, so just quick question. I've got a 10-gallon with the striped Raphael in it. Do you think the 10 gallons too small for that type of fish, or should I
No.
get?
No, I think it's fine.
So in terms of this tank, I don't feed the Raphael that much. Maybe every couple, like every 3 days, I'll give him a couple of pellets here and there. But I'm getting some algae growth. But I just noticed like he moves around a lot. So if I have too many stem plants, he can't move very easily, if you know what I mean. Like I want to give him space to move. So I don't know, like in terms
I
of,
would not worry about it.
okay,
He'll manage.
he'll manage. So
Yeah.
throw more plants in there and don't
Yeah,
be
for
too
sure.
afraid.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good to hear.
Wonderful. Thank you, Mitch. I appreciate it.
Yeah. I'll let you guys go.
We'll get this together. Come on back.
All right, we'll do it.
Okay, bye for now. Okay, we have Wilson Cuevas is here.
Yep.
Wilson, welcome.
Hi, good evening, everyone.
How are you?
I'm doing great. So I have two questions. This tank has been set up now for 4 weeks, I believe, and my water is getting cloudy.
Let me take a better look at this.
Yeah. Is there a way you can turn your phone to the side where we can get a full screen look? A lot of times you can just do this, and it went full
Let's
screen.
see.
Why is it not doing it?
It is. We did it both at the same time.
Oh.
There we go. Okay, you've got a lot of tannins. Is that a piece of driftwood? In
Yes.
the middle? That's where the tannins are coming from. You do not have a lot of plants in there. I think the cloudiness could be resolved by adding more plants.
Okay. So don't worry about it.
I don't think it's a substantial. The fish do not seem to be struggling. I think it's purely a matter of that's hornwort, more hornwort even. I mean, anything will do. If you can get a package of stem plants, that would be good. It needs more plants.
Needs more plants?
That's a huge piece of driftwood, and you're getting a lot of tannins from it. That's why the water is red from that driftwood. It's not a bad thing at all. There's nothing wrong with that. But I think it just adds to the general kind of darkness of the tank. I like it. I mean, I've got tanks like that, and I really appreciate them. Obviously, the fish do too. Those neons are very much at home in that kind of water.
Is it an issue that I have it on a window, if you can notice?
No, I doubt it. I mean, it's possible that the green is algae. It could, I mean, that the cloudiness is algae. The tank could start turning green.
Oh, that's the thing. During the daytime, I'm sorry to cut you off. During the daytime, it is green. Like when the sun is hitting it, it looks like nothing but green in there.
Well, then you've got algae. Okay, then that just demonstrates the need for more plants.
Okay.
Because that will control that. More plants will get. It's green because the algae as a plant is assimilating nitrates.
It's taking all the nutrients. All right, I get it.
Exactly. So you just need a better. I mean, it's fine the way it is, but if you want to get the water clearer, get more higher order plants like that. Anything will do.
Yeah, because I got a lot of clean guys here, but I don't know.
No, it's a nice tank. It really is a nice tank. I think you would be happier with it if it had more plants in it.
Okay, I'll just order more of that, I guess, when
Spray your throat.
the time is right. Thank you so much for the information.
You're very welcome. Like your tank, it's nice.
Thank you. Have a good night, everyone.
That is nice. Have a good night.
Wow, what is that? Tastes like licorice.
It's a sore throat spray.
Wow.
Oh, cool.
This is a sore throat spray.
Yes. It
God,
has
that's-
a marshmallow root in it. Honey.
Triple
peppermint.
herba tincture. It's got echinacea. I can't read it.
Marshmallow root.
Honey, marshmallow root, peppermint.
Peppermint.
It tastes licorice.
That's really cool.
I like it. It's really nice. Thank you. That's one of the products that Brenda manufactures. She's a regular chemist. She does amazing stuff. Russian Grant. Reshan, we don't have a mic and we don't have a camera. We just have your name in a black box. Here's Jacob Wade. Jacob's here. Let's get Jacob up. Hi,
Hey.
Jacob.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. So I stopped in there at that store today, and they still have the tank up. They're actually doing a lot more tanks. They're doing paludariums and everything now.
Wow.
Wow.
Pretty
They got probably about, I think, 8 or 10 rainbow fish, 4 or 5 angel fish, 4 or 5 or 6 Cory catfish, and a few other things, a few tetras I think in the system, because they're mainly going to get big, they said, because of the angel fish and rainbow fish.
nice. Sounds like you've had quite an impact.
Yeah, I stop in there here and there. I showed them that my tank has 1,093 and their tank has 1,073 reviews.
Wow.
So altogether, it's pretty close to 2,000 reviews on both tanks.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice. Looking good, Jacob.
I-
Looking
I-
good.
I took the hornwort out. I don't know if it's going to regrow, but there's the stems. It was so I could not pull none of the stems out, like the rooting system. It was so I guess that's how stable them roots became in this deep substrate.
Yeah,
I
right.
could not get it out.
Bryson was just up and he went away. Come on back, Bryson. We got you. We can do it.
But that's all the jungle vow.
Right.
I'm getting a lot of these little babies. I think they're coming from them things. I guess they're guppies, you said.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
then look at this.
Yeah. What are we looking at?
So look at this. I got no moving water, and that is how perfect my water parameters are. Everything is like completely perfect.
Looks wonderful.
And then
Bryson, can you bring your camera up? We'll get you
I
on.
seen the other day that when I exposed my tank to that ick from my friend, it gave some of my fish actually a couple spots of that. So
Right.
what I did today was I went from 83 and I jacked her up to about 85 and I'm climbing it up to 87.
That's
And
good.
within about 48 hours, it should be completely, the
Yeah.
pathogen should be controlled again.
Yeah. Leave it up for 4 days. Don't go back
4 days.
down. Yeah, because it drops into the sand, but it lives for about 4 days. So if you drop it too soon, it'll come right back up again. In 4
I
days,
think
it'll
she,
die.
I think she's a platy.
That looks like a guppy to me.
A guppy?
What do you think, Dana?
Yeah, I think that's a guppy. It's hard to tell on my end. For some reason, the screen is
Hard to
kind of
tell.
blurred. But
It's
I think
pretty.
that's
It could be a platy.
it
Could
could
be a
be.
platy. You could be right. I can't really tell. The one below it looks like a platy.
Yeah, for some reason it's buffering really slow on my screen for
Uh,
Jacob. So it's really hard for me to tell as
Nice.
blurry as it is.
Jacob, we haven't got a lot of time left. I want to move along. I got a couple other people want to come up.
Yeah,
Nice. Yeah.
it's been, and this has all been about 2 months of no feeding neither. No feeding.
Thank you, Jacob.
Thanks.
Gresham.
Hey, how y'all doing? How you doing?
Good.
Oh,
How are you?
I was wondering if there was any kind of fish that I could fit inside of here. It's about 4 inches deep of water.
That's interesting.
That
I
is
have
huge.
got some salamanders coming. They're on their way to you now. That would be an ideal environment for salamanders.
Okay, okay. Because I got snails in here and all types of stuff. I got little things like that. If y'all can see that.
Yeah, you can put some guppies in there too.
Some guppies. Okay, okay.
A couple, yeah, you can do that.
Okay,
That was
yes.
But
I
it'd be perfect for salamanders or
salamander.
frogs. Salamanders would be good. I do have some pygmy frogs coming. It'd be worth trying that because they do like to come out, and that would be a perfect environment.
Okay, and as far as plants, is there any plants that you guys could think of?
I'm sorry,
I said,
plant.
yes, sir.
Good question. Yeah, I would do some bog plants. I think something that'll grow up onto the dirt. That can have its roots in the water.
Okay, okay. And is that Bob Bob plant?
Bog, yes, that's
Bog.
right.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And actually, the stem plants are primarily bog plants, so that would work.
Okay. I think I have a little bit of guppy weed in, if you could see.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I saw that. That's a very interesting thing. Oh, come on back next week. Let's take a look. I will have some things in this week. Yeah,
Oh,
Kenny is saying it would make a great mud skipper tank.
Oh, it
mud skip.
would.
And
Yeah,
does that have to be that has to be brackish water?
no, I don't think so. Kenny
I
Okay.
don't
is.
think so.
Does it need to be brackish? I don't think it does.
Cool, cool. Okay, well I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Christian.
No
Yeah,
problem.
yeah. Make sure you come back.
I
Want to
got you.
follow up on this?
We will.
Very good tank.
And duckweed and java moss, absolutely. That's two of the recommendations that
Yeah,
Louis
yeah.
Foxwell said. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Do how we doing time wise here? We got
Doing pretty
about
good.
15 minutes. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
nice. Okay. 3Gs. 3G is 100% freshwater. Danny is 0.09 salt. So it probably depends on where they're from. There are
Yeah,
mudskippers from Africa, and there's some from the Far East. That's what this is. They're talking about a silent fishery, a room without pumps. Mike is saying that the silent fishery is a wonderland. Yeah, and that's the way it is when you're in the water. It's not exactly silent, but you can't hold a conversation about it. Not
right.
really. Let's see, unless you know sign language. Victoria Fox just started my first tank over the summer. Didn't know to put dirt and only put sand, but not enough. Wish I'd found you before I started. What should I do? Add more sand. Get 2 to 3 inches of sand. What size tank is it, Victoria? If you want to come up, we can talk about it and look at it. Happy to do that. 2 to 3 inches of sand, and then start building a food web. Start putting leaves, leaf culture, mulch, that kind of thing in it. Paludariums with rain. Yeah, I think so too. And there is a way to do that. You need to put a pump in it. It's a little tricky to get it structured right. You need a tiny pump, and you need it in there in a way that you can get to it to clean it, because these pumps have a way of clogging up. And it's difficult to create a permanent environment where you never have to do maintenance on the pump. It's kind of risky doing that because you wind up tearing up the entire display in order to get to the pump. So figuring out a way to do that, basically what it means is you need a spot that has water at least 4 inches deep to be able to do the pump. And then you can pump it up to a drip tube and just have the drip tube. We were watching somebody a while back who had a really clever rain technique.
Yeah, they did.
And I don't remember how he did it, but it was random drop. It wasn't coming out of holes in a tube. It was something, it was a screen or something. It was much more random and amazingly effective. Might have been a screen. I just don't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember either.
It was pretty cool. No flow, Mike says. Let's see. No. Hello, Marky. What else? Let's say Danny's mud skippers are African. So the African is brackish. Smokes out JR, your wrench. Okay, we've got about 10 minutes left, 15 minutes left for the sale. We have a special sale on right now until 8 o'clock. You can get the Aqua Preta, which is this magic supplement that's amazing products in it that will enrich your soil, enrich your tank for years and years and years. It's only $19.95. That's a $10 discount. That would be good for another 14 minutes, 15 minutes. So jump on that real quick. It's also a chance of being able to get a few other things you may need. Take a look at the store. There are hundreds of items available. It's not just plants. There are fish as well. There are all kinds of equipment available for the fish tank. There are special ointments and salves that Brenda makes. We have various kinds of art pieces as well. So do take a look, see if there's something that strikes your fancy, and get an order in right away. This is only going to last a few more minutes.
Yep, it won't be long. Actually, I'm going to post a link to Brenda's natural products too. That way it's really easy for people to find it.
Victoria wants to know if she has thicker fish and snails out. No, just put it in slowly, and they'll avoid. If you want to do a quarter of an inch at a time, like a quarter of an inch a day, you can do that. That way, any snails get covered will come up out of it, but the fish will dart away from it. It's not going to bother the fish at all. Dana enjoyed the fish tour video. Thank you very much. It was fun to do. It's really a fun video. I think what we'll do tomorrow is we'll do some tips and tricks for the fish room. I'll see if I can put a half a dozen or so together to show you how to feed, how to catch a fish, how to siphon, those kinds of things.
That'd be awesome.
That'll be fun. All righty. Mike's going to go check the plant list. All right. Oh, mercy.
And Fatherfish has several new social media accounts. I'm going to post the link to a video you guys should go watch. It has all the links where you can find Fatherfish across the entire internet. I can get the right mouse. I've got two computers sitting in front of me.
Yeah, we're on TikTok. We're on X. What else are we on?
See, TikTok, X, Instagram, Discord. I think that's it.
Facebook.
No, that's Facebook. Yes.
And of course YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess it's 6. And working on more. We're going to get on more. We're going to get on everything. Madagascar lace, got it. Nice plant too. That's one of the real prize plants.
That's nice.
Yeah, the discus Amazon tank is doing so well. The discus love it. I think we're gonna. The angels are fattening up. I think we're gonna get some spawning going in there pretty soon. It's pretty neat.
Nice. That's gonna be exciting.
Oh dear. What else is going on?
Not much. Hey, we got somebody coming up. Scroll down.
Jacob. Hi, Jacob. Jacob Williams.
Bad feedback.
Let me get him. Wait a minute.
And we also got 3G.
There's Jacob.
Wanted to show you all my. Look at them all. Wanted to show you all my fish.
Wow.
There's probably about 80 of them in there.
My word. Nice.
But here's But here's what the water looks like up on top. It's perfect.
Looking good.
But that's
Good. That's
that's
great. A3G, what you got going on?
Oh man. Y'all there?
Yeah.
Can you hear us?
I'm sorry, I was at the other end of the house. I thought Jacob was going to be on for a little bit. I just was coming up to fill time.
That's
Cool.
good. You look good. We got Jacob up. Got you and Jacob both on.
All right,
Yeah.
Jacob.
Yeah, go ahead, buddy. Yeah.
Looking good, you guys.
Yeah, you guys are doing an awesome job.
That's a pretty discus, isn't it? How big is that discus?
He's about 6 inches.
Oh, that's
That-
pretty good.
Wow.
Have you spawned them?
Not yet. I'm waiting. I got 2 white ones in there, and then I have the pigeon blood or whatever they call those, the turquoise.
Right.
I'm waiting for them to pair off any time now.
Nice. Yeah, mine are
And
not quite big enough, but they're close.
yeah, anytime now. And like I say, I got 6 of them in there. I should get a pair.
Yeah, I've got 2 pairs separated. I'm gonna probably have to put them together to be sure to get a pair. I haven't wanted to do it yet because they're really not big enough. They're still only about 4 inches.
They'll get there.
Looking good.
Yep. Just a matter of time.
That's it. That's
Well,
beautiful.
listen, what else is? We're about down to it here. Mattis Factory is in.
So how come I actually never see my clown loaches?
Oh, they're nocturnal.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yes,
They
like
come
So
out-
they come out at night.
Yeah.
I'm the same way with my coolie loaches. 90% of the time, I never see them.
right.
They're nocturnal and they like to hide.
Yeah, I bought like a half dozen coolie loaches one time, put them in the 75-gallon tank. They was in there for, I don't know, 2 or 3 years, and I decided to rearrange the tank, and I took everything out of it. And the very last rock I took out of there, every one of those coolie loaches came out from under it. I'd forgot they were even in there.
I know. I've done
Yeah,
that.
they love to hide.
And I don't know if they were moving from object to object or if I just happened to take the thing that they had been hiding under the whole time.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
What's amazing is if they spawn and you'll all of a sudden have 100 of them.
Wow.
Oh, that would be awesome.
That's
That would
amazing. Yeah. They're a neat animal.
Yeah, they are.
This is a 29-gallon.
Beautiful.
Pretty tank. Pretty tank.
Mhm.
This is the one that I had the axolotls in, and they trampled it down and made a pigsty out of it.
Ah,
And so I
Right.
took them out and redone it and put the angelfish in.
Sailor Red's gonna go get a new tank tomorrow.
Awesome.
That is.
All right.
I'm hoping
So
to
in
pick up
my
this weekend.
so in my small tank, I actually still have a food web for some reason, even though the Cory cats destroyed the whole system. The whole tank is filled with worms on the bottom, but no plants are surviving.
Huh.
But
That's
I
awesome.
think it's because I don't have no fish in it, and with your method, you need fish.
Yeah, I think that's probably true. Oh, that's right. The Petco Sailor's on. I need to
Okay, I
try to
didn't
get
know that.
that next week. Yeah.
I know what my weekend plans are. If I can talk
Yeah,
my husband into it.
Doom Pie just came up with the ultimate curse.
What?
Buy coolie loaches at fish store. I'm gonna
Here,
do.
we'll look at some worms.
I'm gonna do a on the video tomorrow. I'm gonna do a foolproof method for catching coolie loach.
We were talking about worms, baby.
That'd be awesome.
Wow,
Oh,
look
there's
at
some.
wow,
Yeah, that's
full
a
of
lot
worms.
in
Eh?
there.
See all the worms?
Yeah, I
That's
do.
pretty cool.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it is.
How about that? That'd be a great tank to put some Corydoris in.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it would.
They'll love that.
Well, see, that's what was
Angel
in
fish.
it, and they destroyed it because of the dirt. I don't know. They destroyed the whole system. They had this thing so cloudy.
Really.
And then all my food web went away. And then when I took them out and took everything out, the food web exploded in here. Like it generate. And then over here, you see all these little worms moving around. Well, there's some that come up singly, and when they come up, I watched it the one day, and I watched this thing spurt out at least 150 to 200 little white ones. And what it did was it spit it out, and then it dropped down here, and then they started wiggling. And I just kept seeing it spit these little worms out. So that was a regenerating a food web for me.
Sounds like.
Yeah, it does.
That's why I got so many of them little things. They're red and white worms.
Well, you got a food supply there for baby fish.
That's it.
Oh, there's a whole bunch of them in there. You should see them. Oh, look at that. That snail is just going. How is that possible?
What's he climbing on?
He just scaled the water.
I've never seen one do that.
That was crazy. But see, everything's dying because I think because of it needs the fish because the poop it just seems to sit everywhere now.
Yeah, you get some little fish and replant it. I would
Because
put that back together. Replant it
when
and
I
get small fish. Guppies would be great. Be a great guppy tank.
Yeah, it would.
Put those baby guppies in it.
all right, so then I need to just replant it and get the fish back in here.
Yeah, I would.
Oh, and then there's those bubbles. I'm getting bubbles in this tank, but I don't know what they are.
I don't either. That's odd.
That is odd.
No idea.
See, it's almost like soap bubbles, but I don't have no soap in there.
Right. Well, no, something's creating them. Look at those gorgeous angels.
Oh, those are pretty.
But
Maybe
I remember watching one of your videos earlier, and you said something in your video about something that there's only a few things that will cause that to happen.
Yeah, I remember that, and I don't remember what we were talking about. Usually, it's a function of the water hardness dropping, water becoming softer. That's why you get bubbles because you have soft water.
And I use this. Erase all the microchips it digitally got sent to police, so it
I,
doesn't.
I usually go by. You have those bubbles. It's time for a water change.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're gonna put a lid on it here. Thanks,
Also has-
Jacob. 3G. Good to see
Thanks,
you.
y'all.
Yes, sir.
Take care. Bye for now.
Thanks
Gorgeous.
for having me.
That is a
Sounds-
gorgeous angel.
I really want to get some of your angels.
I'm trying to get these guys going. When I get them going, I'll let you know.
Okay. I really
And I would love to have you have some of the fish.
I'd love to have some.
Absolutely.
Take care. Night.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me. I love y'all. Bye, Miss
Okay.
Dave.
Love ya.
All right, we're there.
That's it. Take care, everybody. Love you guys.
So I can get this cooking.
for the fish.
That's the wrong one. Well, let's play this one. That's all right. Why not?
Hey, that'll work.
I don't know. It's all bollock stuff now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to do something else. See, here we go.
I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. When the sunlight shines upon them and their colors begin to glow, I am drawn into a world where my heart longs to go. I imagine scenes of beauty.
Good night, all.
Feel the warmth
Night.
of love.
Love you all.
Love y'all.
I love my little fishes as they swim about their home. I have traveled the world over, but never found the peace that comes from watching my fishes as they swim about their home. My heart is happy and I am content to sit and watch them swim. I will not be alone while these fishies are in my home. When the sunlight shines upon them and their colors begin to glow, I am drawn into a world where my heart longs to go. I imagine scenes of beauty and feel the warmth of love. I love my little fishes as they swim about their home.
Good night, everybody.
Thanks for watching the 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. Last chance. Something great once again.
Can't hear you, Saltfish.
Good night, all. Thank you, Dina.
I can't hear you.